How do you call a billionaire wearing a vest? Anyone? No? Investor. In this video, I'm gonna go step by step on how you can start investing today with what currently you have saved, and hopefully by the end of this video, you can call yourself a real investor. Let's jump into it. Boom! Hello everyone, my name is Alex. Hope you're doing well, hope you're staying safe and healthy. Welcome to my channel. Today, we're gonna hold, don't sell, only buy and wait. We're gonna be talking about how you can start your first brokerage account, how you can start investing with your first $1,000 or whatever you have saved. I broke it down to 3 simple steps, or not that simple, maybe more than 3. So the first one is how you open an account, all the way from sign up to a fully functional account. The second one is what to buy and how. We're gonna go over how you purchase your very first stock, what you need to do for that, and what stock you wanna buy first. And the third one is what to do next. Third things are how to make regular contributions, how to create your watch list, how to look at your activity, how to set up drip if you want to do that, and so on and so forth. So step 1, you need an account. What kind of account you need and where? So in order to start investing, you need a brokerage account. So what is a brokerage account? It's basically a platform where you can buy stocks and sell stocks. For example, for US market, there are a lot of platforms you can use, like Robinhood is one of the most popular. There's also Webull or M1 Finance or Schwab, etc., etc. So you can check those out. For Canadian market, there are 3 major players. There's Wealthsimple, Questrade, and there's Interactive Brokers. For example, I use Questrade. I like it so far. The platform is very easy to use. It's very intuitive, and it's a good place to start. I will go over how to open an account on Questrade. They have desktop, mobile, and web app. I mostly use the web app. It has all the features you need. The interface is very nice, and it's very easy to use. I also sometimes use a mobile app just to check how things are performing. If I need to do some quick trade without having access to the web, that's also a good option. So first thing first, we need to create a brokerage account. As I said, I use Questrade. This is one of the good options on Canadian market. So I'll go through the process how you can create an account here. You can use my referral link. It's linked in the description below, or you can just go to questrade.com and click open account. So here, now you can choose what kind of account you want to open. There's an individual margin account. Other platforms call it cash account, so it doesn't have any benefits to it from the government and all that. But there's also one feature that it has that other account doesn't have. It's margin. So what margin means is that you can loan money from Questrade, so you can trade those money and then you pay interest on those loans and then you eventually pay back. I would consider that a more advanced feature, or if you do like day trading, that might be useful as well. But I'm not going to talk about that today. And there are 2 other accounts, TFSA, the tax-free savings account, and the RSP, retirement savings plan. I'll go over these 2 today. TFSA is the tax-free savings account, so you don't pay taxes on all the profit you make on that account. And the RSP, retirement savings plan, it's your retirement account. It's basically where you contribute money. You don't pay taxes on all the profits you make on that account, but you're not allowed to withdraw money from this account until your retirement kicks in, or you're going to pay taxes if you withdraw it before that time. So let's go and create TFSA account. So you can, as you can see, you can create multiple accounts at once. We don't want to do that for now. We just want to open a single one. So now from this tab, there's going to be 3 steps down here. Create user ID, build a profile with more detailed information about yourself, and set up an account, which is basically you just put your signature on different documents and disclosures, so you're okay with a Questrade handling your TFSA account. So let's go continue here. Alright, so user ID. So it's pretty simple here. You just put your first and last name, you put your email address and your phone number, and that will be enough here. Once you click the continue, you'll go to the next tab where you will put your more detailed information like your home address, your SIN number, which is social security number for Canadians, what your risks are, what your income level is, and all that, so they can set it up for you. And the last step in this setup is going to be all the signatures you need to put in for all the disclosures for Questrade in order so that they can handle your TFSA account. And once you're all done with your setup, this is the first window you're going to see. And for you, you're going to see here for me it says the margin account. I haven't opened that yet, but you will see your TFSA listed here. It'll tell you it's either still in progress, so you need to fill something still, or there's still initial contribution coming in. So there's one limitation that Questrade has, that you need to deposit initially $1,000 in order for your account to be activated. And as you can see, I have this requirement still active for my individual margin account. So in order to fund your account on Questrade, there are multiple options you have. You can do like wire transfer, you can pre-authorize deposit, you can do interact online with the certain banks they support. But the one is very convenient one, I find, is the online banking, which is basically you set up Questrade as your payee with your bank, and then you pay as your regular, for example, electricity bill or any other online bill you pay. So let's go there. So here, as you can see, they'll tell that you need to select your financial institution, you need to click fund. So what that basically do is going to open a new browser page with your bank homepage there, where you can log in and then proceed from there. So whenever you log in with your bank online, you'll add Questrade as your payee, just to make sure you include your Questrade account number. Those are listed below here. I blurred them just for security reasons. And that will be it. So then whenever you fund it, it's going to take 1 to 2 days for the transfer to settle. And once the transfer is settled and it's transferred and completed, you will see here in your cash section here that you will have here $1,000 sitting in cash. And that's when you know that you're ready to start buying some stocks. Then we click trade, because your account is set up, you're ready, and then let's just go there. All right, so we're here. As you can see on my TFSA account, I have $10,500 invested, and I don't have a lot sitting in cash, as I don't like money sitting in cash. It's just doing nothing there. So I always make sure that the money is working for me. That's your main page here, and you can see this number changes time to time because the price on different stocks changes every single second. So when in positions here, you will see what stocks you hold, in this case what stocks I hold, and ETFs. So I'm mostly in ETFs here, but you can see the quantity, how many shares I own of this company, the price, the average price, the current price of the stock. There's a loss or gain since I bought this, and there's a loss or gain per day today. So today's market is not performing well. So you see this are going down, which is okay because I'm a dividend investor, so I don't really care if the stock price is going down or up. It's actually for me better than it's going down. It means that I can buy more and I still get dividends. Very good. So now you have an account. Congrats on that. We just finished the most difficult and the most honestly boring part of being an investor. Now we are ready to start investing, and we need to figure out what we need to buy first and how to buy those. So let's jump into that. And as a Canadian, I'll go over Canadian market first, but also cover US market because you have an exposure to trade on US market as well. And you need to know a couple things there. So being in Canada and trading on Toronto Stock Exchange, and also being a very new investor, you probably should consider initially only buying ETFs, which is exchange traded funds. What it means that if you buy a single share of the ETF, you basically buy a portion of multiple companies, whatever that ETF holds. So for simplicity, it's the same thing as buying a box of cookies where you have different cookies in the same box. So for example, XIC, Capped Composite Index, you can see that they have a lot of companies in their portfolio. So you are diversifying your portfolio by holding this ETF alone. So the performance of the ETFs is all the way from 6 to 13% on average per year. So it's not necessarily you want to hold only this one. You can research and see what your goals, depending on your goals and what you want to do in your life, how long you want to hold to this. But for today's example, we want to buy a single share of XIC. Let's see how we can do it. So now as we know that our account is set up, we have $1,000 sitting in cash. Now we can start trading, actually investing. It's a little different from trading. What we need to do is we need to find out what stock we want to buy. And we just discussed that XIC would be a good example. So what you just do here, you search for XIC.to. So this is on the TSX, Toronto Stock Exchange. So you click on this, and here, as you can see, we can see different metrics on this stock and what's happening. And what you do now, you want to buy this stock. So we click buy and sell. So this will open another little tab on your right, where you will see the different numbers here. So you will see that what the stock you just selected, what is the price of this stock. It's also delayed here, so you make sure you click the refresh button here so you know what the actual price this second is. Then you select how many stocks you want to buy. So say you want to buy one. You select the market, order type, or the limit. So the market means that it's gonna buy this single share on the price for that share this same second the order is placed. Price can be higher or lower on that, or you can use the limit and then you put what your limitation for the purchase of this share will be. Say it's going to be 27.76. So whenever you click buy and the order is placed, it means that it's not going to buy this share for the price higher than 27.76. So you have some confidence and control what actually the price you want to be for your purchase. Alright, so we'll do the market here. Then you select an account here, so there are multiple accounts, so we select the TFSA account. Down here you will see whatever you actually hold right now. As you can see, I have some XIC already here. And below there you will see the buying power. So it means that how much money you have in your cash, sitting in your cash, that you can use for purchasing stocks. And you can select here different currencies. So I'm caring about Canadian currency right now. So that's it. Now we click buy. Nothing's going to happen when we click this. It's going to be another little notification. So as you can see, it's yellow now because I have enough buying power to buy it. That's why it's yellow. In your case, it's going to be green if you have enough money sitting in cash. But we'll tell you here that there's no commission, for example, on this trade, just because Questrade doesn't charge commissions when you buy ETFs. It does charge commissions when you buy stocks and charge you $5 for every single stock trade. It's going to tell you here a little summary here though that you buy one stock for $27.78 and the price might be different just because we selected market here. So it's going to be, the price is going to be a little slightly different whenever you click send order, depending on what the price is going to be during that second. It gives you the change in buying power, so what's going to happen to your cash holding whenever this order is executed. This is it. Then you click send order, then your stock is purchased and you'll able to see that in your account. It will show up in your positions here. So you'll see the XIC is going to be here, right? So that's how you buy stocks on Questrade. So on the US market, the situation is very similar. There's a ETF VTI. So let's buy that one too. All right, so we purchased XIC. We're good here. Now we want to go and check out how we can buy something on the US market. And as we talked about, we can consider VTI, which is the total market index. So we'll just search VTI here. You'll go there, you'll see all the metrics, same as we saw it for XIC. And now in order to buy that, we also click buy and sell. So that goes here. We choose how many stocks, how many shares we want to buy, what the account we want to use and all that. So for Canadians, you just want to consider something here is that if you buy something on New York Stock Exchange, what's going to happen that is going to be a currency conversion from Canadian dollar to US dollar. So you're going to lose some money there, plus Questrade charges some fees on that too. So in order to not do that, there's a technique called Norbert Gambit, and I'll talk about that in my future video, which basically what it's doing is that you are transferring Canadian dollars to US dollars with as low fees as possible by purchasing currency stock on Canadian Stock Exchange and selling that on US Stock Exchange. I'll go over about details how to do that in my future video. But right now, we don't want to do that. We just want to purchase stock. So that's going to be the same thing here. We choose how many shares we want to buy, what the order type is, so it's going to be market. We'll look here what the buying power is for us. We'll make sure we check a USD here if you want to see only how much USD you have in your account. I don't have any on my TFSA, so if I click to RSP, let's see what's happening there. I have 34 cents as my buying power, and then you click buy. It's going to show up the same screen here. So no commissions again because the ETF we are buying here. Then you click send order and then you're done here. So it's, as I said, it's exactly the same process as buying stock on Toronto Stock Exchange, the same as on New York Stock Exchange. No difference. There's also one thing you want to consider as a Canadian, that if you buy dividend stocks on the New York Stock Exchange through your TFSA account, for example, then what it means that you're going to be paying taxes on all the dividends you're receiving from the New York Stock Exchange companies. But if you use your RSP account and you're buying dividend stocks through your RSP account on New York Stock Exchange, you're not going to pay this taxes. And I'll go over all this tax situation in my future videos as well, just to clear things up for everyone else who is interested about that. So we talked about ETFs. Now let's see what the situation is with stocks from things like Apple or Microsoft, right? So the process is actually exactly the same. So you look for your stock that you want to buy and you buy it. But I'll really encourage you first to understand what your goals are in your life and why you want to purchase this and that company. And I'm gonna go over in my future video on how to pick stocks, what you need to look at and why you want to buy this instead of that, right? So stay tuned for that. So by now we know how to open a fully functional account, how to purchase stocks, how to find stocks, what to buy and why. And now we want to cover what are the other features you want to get from your brokerage account. So the very first important feature you want to know is regular contributions. Let's see how we can do it. Okay, so regular contributions, how we can do that. So in order to do that, on your Questrade account, you go to your accounts, then you go to funding and you select pre-authorized deposits. So that's the page we're currently at. So here, as you can see, you can provide some information about your financial institution that you can use to contribute to your account on a regular basis. Okay, say you want to select our bank account here. Okay, then we select where we want to transfer this. So say it's going to be our TFSA account. Then we send them out. So say it's going to be $1,000 and how often we want to do that. So say you want to do it on a monthly basis. And you select the start date, which is going to be tomorrow. End this deposit on the date when you want to end it, or you can just let it be there and then whenever you want to cancel, you come back here and you cancel it. Then you click continue and it's going to be set up for you. So that's pretty easy, and that gives you an ability to regularly contribute to your account. Don't worry about doing that manually, going through this process. The money is going to be transferred every single date that you put in here. What also you need to do with this is that whenever money is transferred, it's going to be sitting on your cash account. So you still need to log into Questrade and execute some trades and purchase some stocks with whatever cash you have on your account. So that's important as well. All right, let's jump to the next feature. Now, watch list. What are the watch lists? So the watch list is basically a list of companies you want to look at every day or whatever. It's going to show you different metrics for every single company, so you know what's happening in the market and if the stocks you want to purchase in the future are performing the way you want them to perform. Let's see how to create one of those. Okay, watch lists. So in order to do that, you'll go to your trading section on your account, and then on your left, you can see all different tabs here. And one of those says watch lists. So I have a couple of watch lists set up here. You can go through them here, but you can also create a very new watch list for yourself. And let's see how we can do that. So you click here, you see manage watch lists. And then it tells you there's a little add watch list button. So we can click here. We can give it a name. So say it's going to be YouTube special watch list, YouTube special. There's a limitation how many characters you can put in here. So let's call it YouTube special. There you go. Our watch list is created. We can go out of here and then we can go to our watch list. So right now it's empty. So, and it says here in the middle, add symbol. So we want to go and add a couple things here. Let's add XIC here. Let's add BTI. Let's also add Apple. Tesla is very popular right now. We also want to look at different ETFs. So SPHD is a nice ETF. There's also XEI on DrumMarket.to. So you get the idea, right? You'll see all of them here, and you can see different things for every single one of them, like what the price is, the change today, change percentage, the low and high values. There's an X date, which is the last date you want to own this stock before dividends kicks in, and you can also expand this, so you can add more things into your metrics here, right? So you can say and create like currency, for example, and it's going to tell you it's Canadian or USD or Canadian or USD and all that. And you can play here and then understand what the other things you want to see on your screen here. That's how you create watch lists. The way I'm doing it is I have watch lists separated by stock exchange, and then so I have Canadian dividend ETFs. So that's the ETFs on the Canadian market that I think are very good, and then I consider to buy some of them. I also hold some of them. There is a similar one on the US market, the dividend ETFs, that I think are very good, considering owning those as well. So I'll see what's happening and how the performance on those as well. I'm also looking at growth ETFs, so that's the ETFs that grow and you gain from market appreciation, basically. So that's how you do it. Let's move on. The other thing you want to look at your account is your activity. So what it means is that you want to know if you're getting any dividends and when and where from which stock. If your dividends are reinvested back to those stocks, so you want to see those numbers too. You want to see if the deposits went through correctly to your account, if there is a trading, it was a trade executed and all that. So you want to see what's happening there, right? So let's see how we can look at that. Now we get to activity, account activity. So in order to get there, you'll go to your account section on your Questra account, you go to reports and you click on account activity. So this page, this is how it looks like, and it's going to show you all different things that's happening on all of your accounts. So you can click on a specific account if you want to look at one of those, not necessarily all of them. You can see what you want to see those accounts. And the way I do it, I remove all of this and then I click on things I want to see. For example, I want to see all the trades that I made, and it's going to show you all the different trades, buy and sell, on all of your accounts. Or say I want to see all the dividend reinvestment, and it's going to show you all dividends that were reinvested using automatic drip method back to the stocks they came from. Or you want to see the dividends you got paid, and then that's gonna be showing up here as well. I find this a very convenient way to look at your account. You might want to check this out as well. So last feature I want to share here, it's a very important one. It's actually a DRIP, direct reinvestment plan. So what it means that the dividends you are getting, you want to be reinvested back to the stocks they came from. So in order to do that, you need to fill out this form and basically tell Questrade that you're okay with them reinvesting all the dividends back to the stocks they came from. So the benefit for you is going to be there that you're not going to pay commission on these reinvestments. So for example, if you want to purchase a single stock of the company X, you're going to pay $5 for that. But if you want to reinvest your dividends, which is going to buy a single stock of company X, this is going to be free for you. Okay, so now we are going to be looking at DRIP, dividend reinvestment plan. So how to do that? On your Questra account, you go to account section, then you go to account management and you go to find forms. In here, you'll find all different types of documents that you can download and use them for whatever reason you need them. And under funding section, you'll see there's a dividend reinvestment plan DRIP authorization. So you want to click on that. That will open up form for you that you need to fill in, and then you need to upload it back. So let's see how we can do that. You put an account number here for your TFSA or RSP account or your margin account, then you put your name, your signature, the date, again you repeat the account number, and down here you can use your DRIP in different ways. One way is you select all the eligible securities in your account. So basically whatever you own, whatever is satisfied for DRIP, is going to be used and reinvested. Or you can select this one, individual securities, and then you will list them here if you want to only some of your securities being reinvested. What I do all of them because I don't want to be very specific. I want to reinvest all the securities I own on my account. So whenever you fill this in the form, you go back to your Questra account, and you go to account management and there's upload document section. So you go there, and now in here you'll need to put your document name. So you put like DRIP here, for example, and here you'll put your document type. So for us, what we need to do is dividend reinvestment plan. which they also call dividend purchase plan authorization. Click on that, you click browse, and you find your document and you upload it. And then it'll go into their system and they'll eventually approve it. It takes roughly 3 to 5 days for them to finalize it. And then you can see what happened to your previous drips that you submitted. Whenever you submit a drip, it's going to be in the new status, and then eventually it's going to be in the accepted status. One thing to know here also is that whenever you purchase a new ETF or stock that pays you dividends, you want to resubmit the drip document again. This is just for them to know that there's something changed in your account, and you want to let them know that, okay, I want that to be reinvested as well. The drip also canceled when you sell completed that stock. So say, for example, you owned Microsoft, pays you dividends, you have drip for that, so it's reinvested. And then one day you decided to sell it, so you sold Microsoft, so the drip for that is canceled. And then whenever you buy again Microsoft, you need to resubmit your drip document so they start reinvesting that again. And that's basically it on how drip works. Let me know if you have any questions about that. And this is it. This is what you need to know about how to start investing, how to purchase your very first stock, and how to become an investor. You can go to Questrade now. You can use the link below in the description to get there. It's a referral link. Disclaimer, I'll get $25 for that. You'll get $25 for that. So we both benefit, and start your investment journey right now. Let me know in the comments if you have any problems, if you have any questions or anything like that about what the video is about, and I'll try to answer those, and I'll try to make another video clarifying some of the things I haven't clarified today. Thank you very much for joining me here. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, that helps me a lot, and stay tuned for more investing videos and how to build your financial freedom. Boom! Now the hard part.